Hi, hello my dear viewers and my dear student. Welcome to my channel Science and Vigyan. Today I'm here to again teach you the same topic of inorganic chemistry as we studied in the last video. And if you are new to my channel and if you want to have a knowledge about inorganic chemistry, you can save the playlist inorganic chemistry in my channel. And if you have any kind of queries regarding chemistry or inorganic chemistry or drug design, you can contact me through Instagram as well as Facebook. Okay, before proceeding further, please do subscribe my channel and don't forget to like and share the video. And if you feel videos are very useful to you, please share the same with your friends and colleagues. Okay, today we will discuss the very important topic, and I believe you feel interesting also. This is the poison. Today we will discuss poison. I thought you know poison means zahar, right? In the Hindi, it is zahar. And today we will discuss poison and antidote. Okay, we will start with the introduction of poison. What is poison? If you have any idea about the poison, please you can tell me. Okay, I will tell. It is an substance administered in whatever the way produce ill health, disease or death. If you want, I will write here definition also. What is poison? It is a substance, it is a substance administered in whatever the way, a substance administered in whatever the way produces ill health. Right? Okay. Whatever the way mean, we can choose any way to administer the drug. Okay, now we will discuss different ways of administered. One is by mouth. We can write it as oral also, mouth, or we can write it as oral. Then injection, inhalation, skin, mucous membrane. These are the different route by which any substance can administer and that produce ill health. Okay, ill health mean it can produce disease also. It can produce death also. That can be any ill effect. Ill health mean it can be disease or death. That is ill health. Okay, I believe this is clear to everyone. What is poison? Poison is a substance administered in whatever the way produce ill health. Ill health can be disease or the death, or different route of administration is mouth or oral, injection, inhalation, skin and mucous membrane. Okay, I believe now definition is clear to everyone. And next we will discuss cause. Why the person is take poison. It can be due to self-medication, because as we know, we are staying in India, and here people, they hard to pay money for their health and they believe in self-medication. That is the root cause of poison, self-medication. Okay, what do you mean by self-medication? For example, if the person is suffered from any disease, okay, if you have fever, fine, what you take? everyone know we are supposed to take dolo, but if we take excess dose of dolo, that can result to the poisoning of the PCM. Fine, that is example of the self medication. Next is the accidental poisoning. Accidental mean, for example, if we keep drug without label, fine, after that we will accidentally will take any other drug, fine, like intentionally we are not taking any drug, just accidentally we take, fine, that can result to the accidental poisoning. Next, there are two type of poisoning. Now we will discuss type of poisoning. I think next I'll write here. Next is the type of poisoning. Types. One is a acute, other is a chronic. Acute mean if the person is take any drug accidentally and it produce symptom of poisoning, that is acute poisoning. Chronic mean if on the daily basis, for example, if any person is taking arsenic on the daily basis, that can result to the poisoning, right? And we can further this poisoning into the different classes. One is a accidental, other is a intentional. Accidental and intentional, like these are the journal classification way. Other are other classes of the poisoning, other classes of poisoning and their treatment. And their treatment. Okay, and that one is a accidental, other is a intentional. In the case of intentional, sorry, I think spelling can be wrong. Intentional, yes, it is wrong. Intentional, accidental and intentional, they require quick sport, because in the case of chronic, we can have we are supposed to take quick action, but in the case of accidental and intentional, we need to take quick action. If you are old to my channel, you know in the last class we have discussed we can use emetic as in the treatment of poisoning, because it will do regurgitation. Regurgitation means that is helpful to evacuate your GAT tract, right? In that case, we can use emetics to clear our GAT tract. And because we know that when we take poison on the within a few minutes, it is unabsorbed poison we can remove with the help of regurgitation also. Okay, fine. If anything is not clear to you, please do mention comment box. Sorry for my cough. This is all about the seasoning. It's not all about the Omicron or the COVID. Fine, it is a season change. I am very my immunity is not such a good. Okay, next is we can classify poisoning into three classes. One is a intentional, as we discuss classes. This is the one type. Intentional, I can write type. One is an intentional. Sorry, I think we need to choose blue. This one is fine. Intentional, that is. Next is an unintentional. Third one is undetermined. Now we will discuss each class in detail. Okay, intentional mean we are taking it intentionally. For example, if anyone want to commit suicide, he or she intentionally take poison, right? Unintentional mean we are not we are not conscious to have poison, fine, we take it as accidentally, that is unintentional. Undetermined, when distinction between intentional and unintentional is not clear, that is poisoning due to insecticide or pesticide. You know, uh, in the crop there is insecticide and pesticide. You know what is the insecticide and pesticide? Insecticide mean the agent that are used to remove insect, and pesticide mean that are agent that are used to remove weeds or the pest, right? And we know in the crop there are few amount of insecticide and pesticide remain in the crop. When we take the same crop to have to eat in the meal, and the same insecticide and pesticide, they will come inside our body, right? That is undetermined. Now I think it is clear to everyone. One is intentional, second is unintentional, and third one is undetermined. Intentional mean when the person is taking poison intentionally. He know he want to commit suicide, that's why they take poison. That is intentional. Unintentional mean accidentally the person is taking poison, but he or she is unaware of their use, right? And undetermined mean when distinction between the intentional and unintentional, that is not clear. For example, poisoning due to ingestion of pesticide or insecticide. I think it is clear to everyone. Or we can write down the example of intentional, that is suicide. I will write here suicide. Suicide. In the case of unintentional, that is accidental. Sorry. Accidental. And the third one is poisoning due to insecticide, or we can write down insecticide and pesticide poisoning. Fine. Now it is clear. Definition is all clear. Then the type, acute or chronic. Acute mean within a less span of time it show their action, or it will make the person healthy. Death or disease can be produced. And the classes of the poisoning in the classes of a poisoning, that is of the three type of poisoning: intentional, unintentional, and undetermined. Intentional mean that is a suicide. Unintentional mean that is an accidental poisoning, and undetermined mean when there is no distinction, the person is not clear between the intentional and unintentional, that is poisoning that is produced due to insecticide and pesticide. Fine. Next is the causes of poisoning. We have discussed the root. Fine. Causes is also same. Most common cause of poisoning is heavy metal. We know when we you know what is the status of water we take on the daily basis. That is the one of the root cause of the poisoning, because wait, I believe board is clear to everyone. Here we will write the cause. Causes. Fine. One is a heavy metal. We know on the daily basis which water we are taking that contains heavy metal. If there is excess amount of heavy metal inside our body, that can result to the poisoning. That is the one of the root cause of the poisoning, heavy metal. Second one is due to overdose of drug inhalation. Drug inhalation, we know in the even that is also one of the case when we are staying in a so populative area, or where is the excess amount of pollution. Fine. In that case, inhalation poisoning can occur, because we know when we inhale oxygen, we inhale other unwanted gases also. Along with that, we take unwanted material, polluted material inside our body, that can result to the poisoning. Fine. And the third one is intentional cyanide poisoning. If you want to know about detail for the cyanide case, You can write in chat box because it is interesting story. Nobody know the taste of cyanide right now also. Scientists, they have even they lost their life to want to know about their taste only. Cyanide poisoning, that is an intentional poison. If any person they want to commit suicide, they take cyanide poisoning. Fine. Cause is also clear to everyone. Okay. And next is what are the sign and symptom of poisoning? First, how we can ensure the person has taken poison. Fine. That is a particular sign and symptom by which we can imagine, or we can propose the same person, he or she has taken the poison. Fine. So next we will discuss sign and symptom of poisoning. I will write. Okay, I will keep myself here, because here I believe if we write things in the one page, that is easy to learn also. I'll take this is fine. This is fine. Okay. Next is sign and symptoms. First one. Reduce breathing rate. First symptom is reduce breathing rate. Sorry, I want to delete it. Sign and symptoms. Reduce breathing rate. Second one. Nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. That is we know what are the vital organ. If you do not have idea about vital organ, please do mention in comment box. Nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. And the third one is increase, or we can write it as disturbance in heart rate. Heart rate. Either it is tachycardia or bradycardia. Both, yes. If the heart rate of the person is increased, that is tachycardia. If it is suppressed or if it is decreased, that is bradycardia. Fine. Both symptoms, they are the both sign, they both are termed as signs of sign of poisoning. Fine. Next is a muscle cramp. Then the muscle cramp. Have you ever noticed there is a twitching of the muscles? Fine. That is also one of the symptoms of poisoning also. Muscle cramp. And the dilated or shrunken pupil, or like pupil size is disturbed. Pupil size is disturbed. Either it is pupil size, either it is dilate or shrink. And the sixth one is partial consciousness. The person is not so unconscious, but they have partial consciousness. Right? This is all about the sign and symptom of poisoning. Okay. I think now it is clear to everyone. Poison. Today we have discussed the poison, then the cause, then the type, classes of poison and their treatment, sign and symptom of poison. Fine. In the next class, we will discuss the antidote in detail and the example of antidote. Fine. This is all about the today's session. Thank you so much for subscribing my channel. And if you feel videos are very useful to please share the same with your colleague and friends. Thank you so much. Happy learning. God bless you.